Say I'm sorry, I'm free that time is gone.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm going to put hi, Carol. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Can't exactly see who is on here, but hi, Carol. I see that you're on here. So yeah, another day, another rant. I hope everybody can see me. I got my desk set up now in my apartment, and I'm still moving out of some boxes. Hi, Wendy. Got a selenite lamp here, amplification, so that's good, right? So today we're going to pull some cards like we always do. I am going to talk about the metal rat because I did start out I'm feeling good. Thank you, Wendy. I'm doing good. No more antihistamines, no more prednisone, no more etc. Yeah, the tiles in the kitchen they are fabulous. This whole building and apartment is a Rennie Lewis, who is a jewelry designer. So it's custom paint, custom everything. But anyway, she is a really great lady. And like I said, she is a jewelry designer, and I know her, it's really odd relationship, but when I lived in New York City, it turns out that not only did we frequent the same spots repeatedly, and the places that we went to were our favorite spots, but we were always probably within maybe, hi, Amy, my sister's here. So we were always probably within maybe 20 feet of each other and never knew it, whatever. And then it turns out that our families are friends, but I didn't even know that. So here we are, courthouse. Yes, courthouse lady. Yes, Wendy. So here we are, and I am in an apartment that was designed by her. So really great place, really super great place, super great lady. That's completely off on a tangent, everybody who started this. Okay, so like I said in the description for today, first off, hello. Now we have a lot of people here, so hello, everybody. I wanted to talk about something that I briefly brought up on New Year's Eve, if you're going way on back, right? Well, it seems like forever ago, but on New Year's Eve, I mentioned that 2020 was going to be a year of the rat, but specifically a metal rat. And in Chinese elements and Chinese medicine, there are 5 elements, and that's earth, water, fire, metal, and water. You can tell how familiar I am with this, right? But each one kind of goes along, or like subsets within the lunar calendar. And I think that the lunar calendar is super, super important to know, meaning your lunar symbol, your lunar animal, whatever you want to call it. I happen to be a rat. So usually The year that represents your lunar sign, if it all happens at one time, is usually a bad year. Who would have thought it, right? That's sarcasm, folks. But anyway, it happens to be a metal rat. And as I said, there are all these different elements that kind of add into it. Okay. And there are 12 different animals, 12 different cycles, and 5 different elements. Hi, Navina. Hi, Deborah. So, what does it mean? Right? Well, metal people, and I'm not talking about robots, everybody. I mean, people that fall into that particular element are stubborn, are very driven, are very drawn to getting things done, very independent, has their own way of doing things, but you can absolutely count on them. They are very, excuse the pun, but they're very steely, meaning they just ultra focus, cut, dry, that's it. And rats are usually found in very fortuitous situations, meaning that, and since I'm a water rat, I know I'm not a metal rat, but because I'm a water rat, I should be okay this year. So everybody who's a rat on here should be okay. Let's cross our fingers, folks, right? But metal. So here we are. We're all going through what we're going through. And I just want to remind you, there's a bunch of semis going by because it's almost lunchtime here. So you're going to hear that every once and again. So yeah, I would love to see you too, Wendy. Hi, Cassie. Hi. So when it comes to what's going on in the world right now, I think we really need to focus on one thing that we all have in common, is that determination that has been set in motion for this entire year, right? Like I just said, there's a stubborn quality, there's an uber focus, meaning straightforward, cut and dry focus that metal, the element in Chinese medicine, has. So whether or not we believe it, given the current state of health and everything that's going on in the world, the thing that we need to focus on right now is the tenacity and that perseverance that this year actually stands for, because rats are lucky. Think about it. Rats they always find a way out. And if a ship is sinking, they're the first ones to go. They're the first ones not pass away, but they're the first ones to escape the ship. They abandon the ship and they will swim. They will swim and find their way to shore. That's how lucky they are. If the ship's going down, they find a way out, right? So that's why rats are so lucky. And even, I had to do a little research on this part when I was reading up on all this. And I don't want to don't even know a proper word for it, but the rat is so important in Chinese astrology and lunar cycles and everything that some people, in order to kind of pray for a child to come into their life, meaning, to have a baby, that they would pray to the idea of a rat because the rats are so lucky. Now, we in Western culture are like, what? Let's put out some rat poison, right? So think about that difference, right? So the gist of it is, we all have different elements associated with us. Yeah, let's say that you are a rat, and here we are in a rat, but you might not be a metal rat, you might not be a water rat, you might be a fire rat, you might be a wood rat, you might be all these different subsets. So please look it up, okay? And is it affecting you? 100%, because I also want to tell you one other thing. Metal, anything that has to do with metal also has to do with respiratory system in medicine, Chinese medicine, which I found really interesting. So here we are, we're kind of up against a wall, but we have the inner strength in order to escape what is going on so we can rise above the sinking ship. We just have to really look inward at who we are to the core in order to be able to do it. And is it going to be scary? Yeah, because I can guarantee those rats on that ship are going to be like, holy hell, I got to swim in the ocean, right? But they're going to get to shore. They're going to get to a piece of that ship. They're going to get to some piece of random luggage floating around on the ocean, right? It's just about perseverance, focus, tenacity, and being driven. So you have to pull on that energy reserve that you have inside of you in order to get through these times. But know that we're going to all get through it. So please look up your lunar sign, Chinese lunar sign, and look up that element that is associated with your particular year, meaning your birth month, okay? So, yes, Navina says that's because rats give birth to 7 or 8 babies. That's a lot of babies, okay? And Carol says that she is a horse. That's a good sign, a good stable sign. And Navina, well, hey, lady, I'm drawn to those tiles too behind me, okay? But hello, we're focusing here, right? This is all about steel. Those tiles are they're not copper. They're like this strange custom gold, metallic. It's really odd. Sun gold or something it's called. Hi, Monica. So let's go back to doing some cards, huh? I'm going to scroll down here. And Deborah says she's a water ox. I'm happy you know that, okay? So what I want you to do is water and metal do kind of go together. It's very compatible. So look up what you are compatible with in order to figure out your, not your path, but per se, but to figure out the best route to navigate through what's going on right now. Because I find that the lunar calendar and lunar symbols, your moon signs are, and I don't mean like Western astrology. I mean, we're talking about Chinese and Asian lunar symbols here. I find it just as important. I really honestly do, if not even more, right? So I want to talk about a few things other than my rant, okay, because that was a little bit of a weird rant. Everybody's attracted to the tiles behind me. But I worked out a few things. I'm going to plug here a little bit because Amy wants me to. Amy, my sister. Yeah, that's Amy. I'm telling you, we should just come on here and have a bitch fest. I didn't say that. I didn't say that word, but I did. Okay. So I actually made some candles last night because I think that in order to get through what we're going through, these candles wanted to be made, people. And they wanted to be made. Usually I just make candles around the moon or whatever. And you know that we're not really in any specific situation right now, other than there's a couple retrogrades going on. Hi, Sarah. Oh my Lord, Sarah. You're getting a card today, Sarah. I've been thinking about you an awful lot. So you're getting a card. Okay. So just hang in there and let me go off for a minute. Okay. And hi, Dom. Hi, everybody. So I made these candles, and they are Palo Santo, an orange, and a beeswax and coconut oil base. So they will burn longer, they'll burn hotter. And the orange is for giving you a kind of courage, right? Which is what we're talking about, which is that tenacity and perseverance, that inner strength, right? And also the Palo Santo to give you clarity, get rid of any negativity, right? So you can kind of like see the point ahead, see the shoreline, and also put Himalayan salt on it to kind of also get rid of, negate all that energy, so that if you are motorcycle people, gotta love them. Anyway, So if you are in a situation where you feel like you need a little bit more courage, you have Palo Santo, you have orange, you have the beeswax, which is fortuitous, right? You have the coconut oil, which is just a form of nutrition. And you also have the Himalayan salt, which gets rid of impurities and negativity. And then you also have powdered clear quartz crystal, which amplifies everything because that was actually moon charged at the last full moon. And then you have actual Palo Santo wood chips in it just because I felt like doing it. So, so I went ahead and they're little powerhouses, and I felt that they needed to be made. And those were the first candles I made in this space. So I am going through a little bit of some situations, not just health, but in communicating certain aspects of my life to people. And I really feel that this is a type of candle that not only would it help you have an inner focus to see the other end of the ocean so you can hit the shore, but also if you were trying to communicate something and you're very hesitant in order to get your point across, you can just meditate with the candle, you can focus, center, and then just understand that that strength is in you. So I went ahead, hi Deborah, hi Casey. So I went ahead and I made them, and I will show you a picture of them a little later. Card time, everybody. So Sarah, you're up first, lady. I have not seen you in ages, all right? But first off, I forgot I wanted to do this. You can tell how with it I am. I was up late making these candles, everybody. So I have something called a Native American Wisdom playing card deck. And you may say, playing cards? Well, yeah, I mean, there's a huge correspondence between playing cards and tarot and Lenormand and all of those kinds of decks, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card from this deck. Let's see, right there. I'm not used to this camera, see? And the backs of them are all the same, but it'll have a little bit of wisdom for us to think about for this particular rant, okay? Now, I'm going to show you, okay, 7 of clubs, all right? I never want to leave this country. All my relatives are lying in the ground. That's very, very deep. That's very, very wrought with emotion, given everything that is going on right now. But I want you to understand that there's also strength in that statement because it means that you are firmly rooted, all right? So even though you may feel like everything is just, woo, you have no control over it, know that this is your homeland. What lies beneath your feet? What makes you you? When you stand on your 2 feet, those are your feet. Those aren't anybody else's. And they are there, just like your backbone, to support only you. So you have firm ground beneath you that's been traveled over many, many times by all the people that you've loved and all the people that you've known throughout your life. So don't get intimidated by what this card says. There is a slightly different interpretation of it, so let that sink in. But this is the card for the day. Okay? Now, Sarah, yes, Deborah is saying stay rooted. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Now, Sarah, you are getting a card. Okay. Wendy, I will get back to you. Wendy wants to know about the candles. I will tell you at the end, all right? So everybody hang in there because I'd like to pull cards. Okay, so Sarah, I'm pulling a Lenormand card for you. Okay, this is for Sarah. And here's, okay. The lily. Interesting. because the lily is also associated with this particular element that we are in this year. So there is a lot of rebirth, regrowth, a lot of change involved with this card, and it is not all bad. All right, it's just a different perspective that you have to have right now. And down at the bottom, right, we see the King of Spades. Now, spades, also interestingly enough, are swords. And what are swords made of? Metal, right? Now, the king is the highest of that particular suit, right, of spades. So the king, he's been through it all. He knows how to get things done. He knows when to, sound the sirens. I just have the word siren in my head for battle. He knows how to wield the sword. He knows how to have other people wield the sword for him in order to protect his kingdom. So this is where you are right now. You have the inner knowing that that sword that this king tells other people to wield and has gained experience from wielding one himself, he knows, and this person is you, Sarah, okay, that sword has two edges. It has the side that could cut you, and it's the side that can cut away strings, can cut away attachments, and could cut other people out of your life, right? Now that is a strength, right? And this is where you are right now. All right, now, okay, Sarah, your second card as an outcome. Anchor. All right. So, and I say I'll write a lot. Amy will get on me about that. But anyway, we have the anchor, and we still have spades down at the bottom there, don't we? And it's actually a lower number. So you are going to be regressing just a little bit. So there is going to be some emotional upset in the decisions that you're going to make, meaning how you're going to wield your sword, right? But I am going to tell you that just contact me outside of here, Sarah, and I'll just pull a card for you just for the hell of it. I went to high school with Sarah, so just contact me, okay? Because I need to pull a third card for you. And it's just gratis, don't worry about it. But this is a heavy situation that you are in right now, okay? So I hope you're still here. And if not, I'll just Facebook message you and annoy the hell out of you and say, hey, this is your third card. So Sarah's going through some stuff, but we got your back, okay? So, all right. So, Deborah, it is the Mirror Truth deck, if this is the deck you're talking about. Deborah, it is a Lenormand deck, okay? Since I have so many people asking about candles and such, I'm just gonna flip over here. Amy made me do this disclaimer. My sister, the Aries, she made me do this. So I actually made a graphic about them. She told me to do this at like 11 o'clock at night last night. So there we are, people. Palo Santo, orange beeswax, and coconut oil. That's what they look like. They're about 2.5 ounces, maybe 3. And I also made 4 roller balls of that scent, and the carrier oil in the roller balls are grapeseed oil. So it's very cleansing, very light scent. These are not heavily scented because it's just to give you that little oomph. It's not to give you like an overpowering oomph, just a little bit of a pick-me-up, okay? So they are $9.50, and they can be found on my website, elementalintentions.com. I went ahead and I posted them and I hope that you find them. And like I said, it's for courage. All right, so here we go. If I can figure this out again. Hide. And now I can't figure out how to hide the banner. Hide. There we go. Now back to the comments. All right. Okay. You're very welcome, Sarah. Now, if you guys have, now I have people saying that they want the candles. If you guys have any problem with checkout or anything, just let me know, okay? Yes. Yeah. Get in contact with me, Sarah, after this and pull a third card for you, okay? All right. And thank you for plugging the candles, Dom. Thank you. All right. So, next. Dom, okay. Navina. Can't pick up the cards there. Navina, it's good to see you again. Now, I hope those cards helped last time. I do remember you. So, shuffle these up. Very good. Yes, I did rant away, Sarah. Sarah Smith commented on the sidebar here that rant away. I am. So, Navina, this is for you. Child card. So what's at play right now, meaning at play, by that I mean what your situation is right now. You are being confronted with something that's very triggering, and you need to identify that it is acting as a trigger to you. So you are being very introspective. I can't talk all of a sudden. You're being very introspective. You feel a little isolated. You feel a little bit on your own, but I have to tell you, you're not. All right, you actually have the strength, and I don't know if you can see that or not because the light's getting weird in here, of a knight, meaning a jack, right? And it is of the spades. There's a lot of metal coming up here, folks. There's a lot of metal. Now, when, like I said before, that knife has two sides. So you are at a point right now where you are deciding, hey, is this good for who I am and what my personal needs are? Meaning, do I keep them in my life or do I just cut it all away? This is where you're at right now. Okay. Now, let's see. It's not showing me new comments. Okay. Okay, Navina, here's your other card. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. Navina. This is your other card. I just shuffled these bad boys, Navina, and I got the same card. I got the same card, and they were shuffled, okay? I even cut them and shuffled them, meaning, you know, split the deck and shuffle them. So this is where you're at. This is super, super important for you to face right now. And remember, you have a light. You have a light. It's just how, I mean, your eyes are closed in this card. You got to open them. You have to open them and see what's around you. And right now, it's a little dark. Okay, it's a little isolated. You're at the end of that dock, meaning if you don't open your eyes, you could go into all that water. But that light is there to show you how close you are. So this is up to you. You have to open your eyes. And I'm telling, and I feel the need to tell you to meditate on it or to maybe journal something about what is triggering you and what's upsetting you right now. And really think about it before you act upon using your sword to cut certain sections out of your life. Okay? Now, I hope that helped. We all seem to be, she's saying swim. That could be Navina. That could be. But I see it more of like a warning for you. Okay? Got to open your eyes right now, see what's really happening. All right? Okay. So there's that. And I'm going to post this. Sarah, Dominic is saying this to you. I feel like I need to show everybody that we have each other's back here. Okay. Carol. Oh, and Wendy said this. Wendy said this for Sarah too. Okay. Carol, you're getting your cards. More metal. More metal. And they're the same cards. So we're all going through the same thing right now, everybody. The anchor. Something holding you in place. Something weighing you down. Also over here, we have the 9 of spades. Lot of the spades are always associated with some kind of conflict, right? Whether it be relationship or whether it just be like societal conflict, inner conflict, whatever it is, a type of conflict. And with you, I'm still picking up on that relationship conflict, right? You're feeling weighted down. And I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's a significant other. I don't know if it is a business relationship. I'm more inclined to say that it is a personal relationship more so than a business. Could be wrong. I'm just doing this cold, okay? Meaning I don't really know a lot of you personally, and I haven't done a lot of private readings with you. A couple of you I have, but okay. Navina wanted to know the number on her card. Get with me after this, Navina, because I shuffled it back into the deck. I'm sorry. So this is your second card, Carol. Okay. Second card, Carol. Ooh, interesting. The ship. So if you pull that anchor up and you cut that chain away from that anchor, guess what? You're going to be able to set sail. You are going to hit that other shore. Now, is there going to be upset? Again, we have more metal. So this is going to cause a lot of conflict. It's a 10. It's right before getting to the point of where you have to call in the knights in order to take care of the situation. So this is going to take a lot of strength for you to not deal with, but to persevere through. Meaning have that constant strength in order to meet a very good end of it, okay? Meet the finish line, I should say. But remember, the wind is in the sails, meaning the time has come. Wind is already blowing in those sails. It's time for you to leave. It's time for them to leave. There's a lot of moving on going on in this card, right? Now, the damage has been done. It can only get better, all right? So, what's with these cards today, people? Yeah, Deborah is saying, set your sails. Okay. These cards are being super serious today, aren't they? Wild. Okay. Okay. Hi, Nikita. Oh, I'm going to put this for Carol, okay? Wendy's saying be strong, Carol, and it really, really do mean this, okay? You got to be strong. And Nikita, you are going to get a card. Actually, 2 cards. And I'm going to do one more after this, and then I'm going to talk to you about a few things I got going on where you could reach me, okay? And I just saw the other person I'm going to do a card for. Porna Seeker. I'm horrible at names. Just please forgive me, but you're getting a card after Nikita, okay? More metal, same cards, everybody. And I shuffled and I cut them. Okay, so Nikita, the wind is in your sails, okay? You have a lot of movement going on. You are moving forward. You have set sail. The damage has been done. You are looking to leave it all behind. And with that, there probably is some fear, okay? It's understandable. I get it. We all have fear of the unknown. Remember that. We all have the same fear when it comes to the unknown. And people might say, oh, I'm not afraid of having, going to something new and et cetera, et cetera. Way down to the root of it all. There's a little bit of hesitancy and a little bit of, self, and, going inward and trying to figure it out on your own. Everybody does it. Okay. It's just a different interpretation of fear. So this is where you, Nikita, are right now. And I put that card in the same, I put it in the middle of the deck to try to change where it shows up. And if it shows up again, I don't know what to say. Okay. Deborah is saying great Scottish surname. If you knew my surname, okay, you'd be like, whoa, okay. All right. Okay, so Nikita, this is your second card. And yes, it is a good surname, Nikita. It's just us Scottish people have to, battle against each other over what's best. Okay. Flowers. Thank God we got a different card, everybody. But again, we have metal. We have more space. All right. So everything that is being thrown about is about concerning the metal rat, the element of metal. Please look it up, okay? Chinese medicine with the flower. As I said, the wind is in your sails, right? Things are done. Movement is happening. Everything's going forward. But with the flowers, things are going to grow. But you have to ask yourself whether you're going to cut things off at the stem in order to kind of embrace the beauty of those flowers and bring them in for your own enjoyment, your own pleasure, or if you're just going to let it to continually grow and just go through through nature, the different cycles of nature, or if you're just going to cut it, put it in a vase and set it in your living room. Now, if you cut a flower or a plant away from its root system, what happens? Yeah, you have pretty flowers in your living room, but they're going to die. They're going to die much faster than if you left them on the plant. Now, am I saying that something's going to happen to you horribly because you're leaving a situation that you're in? I'm not saying that at all. Not at all. So don't even read into what I said. What I'm saying is what you find in that new shore, do not cut yourself short. You have a lot to bring to that new table that you are sailing toward, okay? But do not cut yourself off from your roots. You got a lot of emotion going on, and my face keeps going yellow. Explain that to me, people. So you got a lot of emotion, and I hate to say it, but the queens are centered around emotion in the decks, okay? And she's got a sword, meaning you tick her off and she could cut you, literally. So remember, see how deep those roots grow with the plants that are flowering before you decide to just cut off a flower for some temporary enjoyment. So meaning get to know what you're getting involved with. Get to know all of it. All right? Hope that helped. Yeah, Wendy is saying new beginning. It is a new beginning. But just don't look for the temporary. Look for the permanent, or maybe not even permanent, but for something for the long haul. Something that will be there for you longer than what you've been used to up to this point. Yeah. Key to saying beautiful card. All right. Now let me go back here. From Mauritius. All right. So these are the Norman cards. They are related to tarot, but they are a French version of a tarot deck, we'll say. So it's playing cards, tarot, oracle, a little bit of everything. And I am an intuitive reader when it comes to this. I'm saying all this because I have not seen this person in my Facebook and YouTube feed before. So a little bit of explanation. Okay, so here we go. Your first card. The house. Yay, we got a heart. No more metal, everybody. So with this card, this is your situation right now. It's home, hearth, happiness, finding that kind of place where you can relax, let your roots grow, okay? Let yourself just breathe, relax, take care of people, provide for people, and you know how to get things done within this happy frame. And what I mean by frame is, if you take a pretty picture and you put it in a frame and you look at it from a distance and it reminds you, hey, that was such a great moment. I had so much fun there. Well, the king has the ability to remember all that. And so when it comes to dealing with situations that pop up, you can have that authority and that strength of a king to say, no, you're not doing that right now. But you also have this quality, this watery quality of the heart, which means that things affect you on a deeper level than you are telling people. So let's see what that is. Okay. Okay. All right. Has some people popping in from YouTube here. Now remember, home and hearth. Right? We finally got some water. And water is a good companion element for metal. Right? The gentleman card. More water, heart, emotion, okay? And it is the ace. Now, some people say that this card genuinely does reflect a man, a new man coming into your life. That could be, all right? Or it could be that the situation that's going on in your life right now. Hi, Regina. So that could mean that the situation going on in your life right now, in house and home, is kind of like revolving around a man. But I like to tell clients the following when they pull this card. There are some cultures across the globe that if the wind starts to come from the north, meaning it starts to get a little colder, right? They will pick up their home, their everything that they have set up, their encampment, their teepees, if you are First Nation people, and they would move to a warmer climate where they could basically sustain themselves throughout the year. It is the first sign of change. And down here, we see the Ace of Hearts. So there is change afoot. Don't be afraid of that change. Remember that strength of that king that you have inside of you. Yes, you know how to tell people, no, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. But you have this other softer side of you that gets affected when you have to say it. So I am inclined to say that you are an empath. All right, look that up, EMPATH. All right, and it will help you a lot. Hello there. I have so many people popping up now. What y'all doing? It's 11:45. You guys are late. Abigail. Hi, Abigail. I posted a picture of the candles. She also knew about them last night. I was so happy with them. So let's see. Regina. Regina says hi. Hi, Regina. Tune in next time, and I will definitely pull a card for you. Remind me that I said that, okay? Abigail says hi. And Pari says hello from YouTube. And you are very, very welcome, Porna. You are very welcome for that. I hope it helps a lot. Look up the word empath, right? I'm going to post that here. Okay. So that you can see it. Okay. So, everybody, I believe that's it for today. I am going to post a few things right now. Like I said, the candles that I talked about in the beginning, they are available on my website, which is, let's see here. Can't figure this mess out. elementalintentions.com. These are the candles. Okay. They're very small, little portable candles. I mean, you can take them with you anywhere if you want to put them on your desk at work, if they'll let you have a candle, whatever. They are not highly scented, so people won't be kind of, walking around like, what's that smell? Instead, it's something for you to know that is burning, and you will pick up the scent of it. It's got real Palo Santo, orange, coconut oil base, beeswax, for good luck and fortune. And it's also got Himalayan salt and crushed quartz, clear quartz, to amplify everything. And that is that. And then I also, everybody, want to say that I still am available on Groupon. All you have to do is put in the term elemental intention, like it says there. It'll pop up, and if you want to give somebody a gift off Groupon, a gift certificate or whatever, I like it. And I said I would do it when they called me, because, if you want to get somebody a psychic reading by me and they get the gift certificate and they're like, what? Well, they can still use that money that you spend on the psychic reading from me towards something else. They can trade it in for something else on Groupon. So I thought, hey, why not? I thought maybe some of you guys would like that. And also, if you are interested in becoming a patron, meaning that you would be guaranteed to have readings and private readings, etc., go to Patreon, do a little search, Rachel G. Palmistry, and I will give you a big virtual hug and also a reading. Okay, everybody. So that is me for today. I'm going to try, let's see, today is Tuesday. I'm going to try to do this again on Thursday. And I also want to say that in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing a podcast again. And this time it's going to be with Outer Realms on Sky Door Network. Really looking forward to that. I'm going to talk about palmistry. It's going to be with Tanya and Joey Media. And Tanya's a really good friend. She is also a psychic and a medium. And Joey is just a great all-around guy. So looking forward to that. And I will try to do this again on Thursday, and I will post it very soon. So be on the lookout. Thanks for stopping in. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Okay. And hi, Elaine. Hi, everybody. Hi, Cassie. Everybody's just showing up at the end. Listen, y'all are late. Dominic says this. Good words to live by. Okay, everybody. I'm out. Bye-bye. Remember you're loved, because you are. All right.